Chris, can you maybe speak a little bit about the difference between this summer retrogression and what happened in 2008, 2009? Because I think there's still a lot of fear and anxiety. We'd love it if you could just clarify that again.
No, sure thing. So the first thing that I'd encourage people to do, excuse me, is rewind this about 10 minutes, because I think Mike gave such a really good explanation about sort of how the Visa Bulletin operates. And then maybe fast forward to here and watch this part, which is maybe what we see the Visa Bulletin going in the next few weeks and months. So I think first, and Mike alluded to some of this as well, it's probably not going to move forward in the next few months, meaning we've already seen the June Visa Bulletin, which came out just a few days ago. My guess is it probably will not progress in July, August, or September. It might, but I would doubt it. If anything, if I had to bet, I'd probably say it stays the same, or maybe even retrogresses a little bit further. But for all the reasons that we've talked about, I wouldn't get concerned about that at all. All that really is signaling is that the U.S. government has used all of the green cards in that category for this fiscal year, which runs until September 30th. In mid-September, the October 2023 Visa Bulletin should be released. And, I think the expectation is that it will move forward at that time. I'm sure everybody wants to know what Mike predicts or what I predict will happen on the October Visa Bulletin. And frankly, if Mike and I were going to try and make a prediction, we'd be guessing. Frankly, if anybody out there on the internet, social media, blogs, what have you, are making a prediction, they are completely guessing, because that number is going to be driven in large part by how many visas in the EB3 category are used between now, which is May 19th, and September 30th. And that is, that's 4 months. That's 125 days or so. That's a third of the year. So there's going to be a lot of visas that are going to be used. They're probably all going to be the visas from, at least in the EB3, Philippine and worldwide, all other category, before June 1st of 2025. But no one really knows how many of those visas that are back there pre-June 1st, 2025 are going to be claimed in the next 4 months. I guess is a good chunk of them, but I don't think the U.S. government even knows how many. Certainly some of those folks are no longer pursuing their green cards. Maybe they've moved to other countries. Maybe their life situation have changed. Maybe they've already come to the United States in another status. For instance, maybe they married a U.S. citizen and so they've gotten a green card that way. And so no one really knows how many of those visas prior to June 1st, 2022 are going to be used in the next 4 months. And it's really that number that's going to determine if and how far forward the October 23 Visa Bulletin moves forward.
Thank you, Chris. So I think at the end of the day, somebody said an interesting thing to me is that you just have to think of this as a delay. That's pretty much what it is, right? That if you are somewhere in the green card process, it just means a delay. It doesn't mean that things are going to shut off, which is what happened in 2008, 2009. Is that a correct statement, Chris?
I think so. I think that's correct.
Yeah.